Hey, Dave Fannin here with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Boot Camps. And it's the first week of summer here in Texas, and a lot of kids are out of school, and schedules are changing. It's getting hotter. The season's changing, and I'm getting the classic question this first week of summer is, hey, can I take 3 months off? And I'm like, no, that would be a bad idea. And you have to realize that as a coach, 80% of my time is like guiding people to do the right thing, and 20% of the time it's keeping people from doing stupid shit, like taking 3 months off. So no, you can't take 3 months off from your program and actually expect to feel good and continue to get results and actually like continue with good habits and behaviors. So we're going to talk about how to stay on track during the summer, and you have to kind of shift gears and be a little bit more forgiving with yourself. You can't stay as tight, and you can't expect yourself to be as right on track during the summer, but you can't exactly throw the whole damn thing out the window and then not expect for bad things to happen. So let's talk about the 3 tips to staying on track during the summer. And this isn't comprehensive, and we'll come back in a couple of weeks with some more, but this kind of hits the big 3, which is working out, your nutrition, and eating out, which is such a big thing when you're traveling and there's just more socializing during the summer. So number 1 is get it done first thing in the morning. When the kids are in bed, before your spouse is left for work, or just before it starts getting so freaking hot, which it will here in July and August. So first thing in the morning, you have to be a little bit more flexible with your schedule. If you're used to training Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it might be Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, or just be a little bit more flexible with yourself and know that even if you can only get 2, maybe 3 workouts in, even if you're used to getting 3 to 5, it's okay because it's only for a few months, but it keeps you on track and it keeps reinforcing those good behaviors, that showing up habit, which is so important for exercise. Just showing it, just doing something. And get it done first thing in the morning, because quite often, especially with the summertime, in the afternoon, if you've been to the pool, you've been running with the kids, you've been at work all day, and it's hot as hell, especially here in Texas, you're going to be tired, exhausted, sweaty, and kind of pissed off, and you're like, the last thing you're going to want to do is go to the gym. So if you can get it done in the morning, first thing, 20 to 30 minutes, you can even do it in your garage, do it in the living room, and just get it done. Then you're on the track. And then once kids go back into school, fall, you can get back on your regular program of going to the gym. And if you're used to training with a coach, just stay on track. And the most important thing, again, is always reinforcing that showing up habit. Because as long as you show up, all kinds of good things will happen. And you don't have to have an epic Olympic level workout every time. You just have to show up and get something done to reinforce that showing up habit, especially when you're talking about just getting it in for the summer. Number 2 is meal prep. Have something available. And I got this from my ex-wife, and we have 4 children, so she knows it has to be done. And again, meal prep doesn't mean you have to have everything in the Tupperware like you see on Instagram where it's a perfect situation. You just need to have one, especially like having it available, have stuff available like in little 1.5 cup Tupperware jars so you can put it in the car, you're not tempted by fast food. Have protein powder available or meal replacement in the car so you're not tempted for fast food. And as far as meal prep goes, maybe just cook your proteins on Saturday or Sunday. That way they're available in the evening when the last thing you want to do after a long day in the heat is cook and heat up the kitchen. So again, meal prep doesn't always have to be like perfect. You definitely need to shop and have it available. And if there is some cooking involved, get that done on one day of the week, then you're rolling. And have stuff available in the car or in a cooler. That way it's always there, especially when you're running around doing the circuit with camps and kid stuff all summer. So number 3, planning ahead when you're eating out. Again, when people say, hey, how do I eat out? Because socializing and being out on the patio or, backyard barbecues and parties is just such a big part of summertime. You don't want to feel like you can't enjoy yourself or you can't go, and that's not going to work at all. So it's just about making good choices. And if we're talking about eating out, again, know before you go. Get on your phone, take a look at the menu, and make a choice. That way you don't have to guess or make a choice under pressure once you get there. And then it's really the best thing. And it was something that we started doing like 5 or 6 years ago, and I didn't really think it was realistic, but the more we do it and the more we encourage people to do it, they go, oh yeah, this thing works. If you know before you go, and you can get the menu, and almost all places have it online now, it will help you. And also, just eating like a protein snack before you go, if you're hitting a party, it sounds cheesy as hell, but it works. Just doing like a protein shake before you go out the door for a night of like hanging out, running around, drinking, it takes that edge off. That way you don't hit the ground hungry. And as cheesy as it sounds, and if you try it, you'll be like, God, I felt better. And you just make better choices. And that way keeps you from overeating and just, feeling like a slug the next day. So the bottom line is, no, you can't take 3 months off. It's a bad idea, and bad things will happen. And I've had people that were going to just take a break, and 3 years later we had a 30 or 40 pound problem on our hands, and then we had to address that. So don't do that. Make a plan to be able to just hit maintenance, because sometimes that's and you'll feel better actually going into the fall. Get it done first thing in the morning, be flexible and be forgiving to yourself. If you miss a workout, no big deal, just get back on track. Meal prep, have your stuff at least in the kitchen, and have stuff in the car that you can make fast or just keep you out of the fast food or the drive-through. And 3, plan ahead for eating out, have a plan. And this is one of those things you have to practice. The first time you try it, you're gonna be like, damn, I didn't do very good. But the more you do it, the better you'll get. So those are my 3 tips for staying on track this summer. We're gonna have a great summer. It's gonna be hot as hell, and I'm sure we'll get used to it. But I'm Dave Fannin with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Boot Camps. If you like this video, hit like, share it, make a comment if you'd like. Talk to you later.